All right, everyone, welcome officially the launch of the Agent's Blueprint. Every Friday we come together, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. ACD time. So whatever time zone that is in your respective states, it's 10 a.m. South Australia. I think that's 9:30 Queensland, 10:30 Victoria, New South Wales, and it's going to be about 7:30 a.m. in WA. The Agent's Weekly Blueprint brought to you by the Alpha State of Mind. So want to share with you a little bit about who we are, our purpose, and our mission statement with this community going forward. So you're going to meet some cool and quirky individuals today, right? And each one of us bring a vastly different skill set to the table. But essentially, we're a bunch of industry real estate agents operating here in Australia. And our objective is to help all industry agents find success in what is probably the most incredible industry, I'd say, to be so incredibly privileged to work, operate, build a business and lifestyle in. The intent of these Friday sessions is to be collaborative. So we actually don't care where you come from, what brand, network, flag you fly, or business you're a part of, right? The intent of these Friday sessions is to help each and every agent across the industry, irrespective of your market and location, find success. And, we're all going to bring something to the table that hopefully resonates with you, and you can take something away from these Friday sessions that you can actually implement into your business to help grow and succeed in business, but also life. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about who I am. Now, just as a reminder, Bori, maybe just drop it in the group chat, the link to our group that we've created. Again, this is a free community, free group. Now, in that group, you're going to see all the relevant content, training, support. What we do, we're going to walk it, not just talk it. Okay. And if you jump in the group and become a part of that community, you're actually going to see some stuff we're already sharing in there, whether it's SMS templates, prospecting initiatives, social digital domination. But essentially, these Friday sessions, the purpose is to get together as transactional agents who are actually in the ground. So I'm not a trainer. None of the beautiful faces you see on screen are coaches and trainers within the industry. We're actually going out to do open inspections tomorrow and this weekend, as we do each and every weekend. So what we share comes from the hardest transactional agents that are on the ground actually doing the work ourselves, right? And we all bring a different skill set. So I just want to start off as a little bit about myself, and then I'm going to open it up to the beautiful chaps on screen here in this forum. Now, we are streaming it live to our Facebook channel. In future session, we're going to stream live to our YouTube, The Alpha State of Mind. Please subscribe to that, because all training content for free is going to be housed there in that library. Okay, so if you can make the Friday sessions, you're going to get the most out of them, absolutely, because live training is the best training. But if you miss a session, we appreciate you're busy. Everything will be recorded and it'll be captured on our YouTube channel moving forward. So myself, I've been in the game now 16 years, so somewhat of an experienced transactional agent, I guess. There's some here that are more youthful in the industry and actually have created a lot more success in a shorter period of time than what I did when I started in my journey. But as a transactional agent, what I'm going to bring to the table to this community is structure, working to your ideal day, your ideal week. And I'm very passionate about the entrepreneurial journey of agents, not just listing and creating commission. We are part of an incredible global model and opportunity that allows partnered agents to tap into multiple wealth creation opportunities. So I do love tech, I do love social and AI and digital, but the young man, Bori's son, who's on screen, who's going to jump into a presentation, is far smarter than me in that space. And that's really the objective here, isn't it, chaps? Is that if someone's smarter in that area, just copy what they're doing, right? Like Bori is more clever in areas than what I am, and sometimes I just steal what he's doing. And we have this saying in our group: if you like it, rip it, replicate it, and implement it, and you'll find success. So that's really the objective of the people you see on this screen. Is we're going to give you something each and every week that you can replicate, and implement into your own business. And we just want to break down the barriers. We just want to collaborate openly, irrespective of what walk of life you come from. So that's what I'm going to bring to the table. Is if you love structure, if you like an ideal day, an ideal week, if you want to talk about entrepreneurship and getting off the commission only treadmill for life, and you're only going to be making money or broke in the next 60, 90 days, and you actually want to build some genuine wealth that provides a couple of laneways towards retirement. I'm going to provide a lot of substance around that in these sessions. I'm also going to be focusing a little bit around some AI stuff and social stuff that is running in my own business, and I'm going to be willing to share it really transparently with each and every one of you. So that's a little bit on who I am. I'm, very invested in my transactional business. I am incredibly fortunate to be in a leadership role too. So if you're somebody who maybe you're not a business owner, but you're aspiring to get to that next phase in your career, maybe you want to be a business owner, you want to build an organization or a team. I am heavily invested in that team because the team that we're a part of is 60 plus members strong, and we've built that in less than 5 years. So if you're a team builder, an organizational creator, and you love people just being around and you want to build a community, not necessarily having people on your payroll or maybe opening up a bricks and mortar business, I'm going to share with you a lot of stuff, what we've done in that space. But the main emphasis is just to help you get listings, runs on the board and making money. But then we're going to add on a heap of other stuff, creative wise outside of that. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Bori's son, who has got a little bit of a presentation, might share his screen, but chuck it in your diary, folks. Get on our community group page every Friday from 10 a.m. ACD time. We'll be here as a community and free goodwill to you. But whatever you do, replicate, implement, as we say. Bori.
How you going, guys? Thank you very much for the beautiful introduction there. Just quickly, I wanted to run through who I am basically. I'm just another real estate agent in the trenches. I'm doing it every day just like everyone else is. You know, we're prospecting, we're getting the listings, and we're just living life. And I suppose my idea and perspective is that I wanted to come from a place of abundance and also sharing the knowledge that we do have with other agents. Traditionally, I was in a traditional franchise model where basically they harp on cold calling and door knocking. And whilst that does work, and I think that if you're a new agent, you should be doing that just to get some credibility and training and into speaking to people. I think there's better ways and new era ways of doing business. So I embarked on the idea of social media, and I think it's no secret now that being a social media dominant agent is something you got to be in order to sort of brand yourself these day and age. You know, back in the days, it used to be all about a bricks and mortars office. But I think with the way the world is going now, and even with technology now they're bringing in Web3 and all this stuff that's even exceeding my knowledge. I think as real estate agents, we need to adapt to this sort of model. And look, I'm not saying a bricks and mortars office doesn't have a place. It will always have a place. But I think going cloud-based is the new direction of all businesses moving forward. And if everything goes to a cloud-based business model, you would need to have some sort of social media presence. Am I wrong in saying that? I don't think so. Um, so, just who I am again, just another real estate agent in the trenches with you guys as well. I thought I was sharing my screen. I'll share my screen now.
That's all right, mate. So, mate, just quickly, you've had pretty quick success in real estate. How long you been in the industry for, mate?
I've been in the industry for about 4 or 5 years. I stopped counting because it didn't really matter to me anymore.
Cool. So it's not that long when you think of it in the grand scheme of things. We've got your
Nah,
screen come up now, mate.
just trying to present.
All
It's
good.
not letting me present for some reason. Ah, here we are. Sometimes technology supersedes us, guys. Yeah, so I've been in the industry for about 4 or 5 years. Came to EXP about 4 years ago. I can't really remember, but within those 4 years, I've had success in capping consistently every year, which is the first achievement in the business. Um, and the way I did that was I did leverage the power of social media. So I didn't really do any cold calls or door knock. I don't think I've door knocked in 4 years. And at the time when I first started, I just leveraged other people's listings. Yeah, I just marketed those listings and I was able to market that through Facebook and Instagram. At the time, that was a very, very powerful method. But as we transition along now, I'm going to show you why you should have all other platforms as part of your arsenal. So I'm also not only a marketing and lead generation expert, I do generate leads through Facebook and all other social media avenues as well, but I'm also getting into the space of content creation because I think as real estate agent, there's so much value we can bring to the table for people who are looking to buy or sell their property. There's so much content we can create. So I'm going down the road of content creation. I'm trying to build my business for the long term, along with the alpha state of mind, and just to be able to collaborate with industry agents. Whether you're, you know, flying a different flag, it doesn't matter what company you're from. We're here to collaborate. We're here to share ideas. We're here to talk with you and help you build your business wherever you are as well. Okay.
Brilliant. And like just an example in our group page, our community page, the Alpha State of Mind, like Buri has generated logos for agents, and just talking to an agent who partnered with our model a couple of weeks ago, they're paying between $35 and $75 to have a digital asset created for them, because not everyone's skilled in that space. You provided for free,
Yeah.
the opportunity for, some designs around some logos, which was super cool.
Yeah, I think the power of AI right now, we can literally design, $10,000, $20,000 logos and branding for agents within the space of, 20 seconds. And, if I can help you do that and help you excel in your business, because the ultimate idea is agents just want to list and sell. We don't need to be bogged down on all these other things or pay people millions of dollars just to create something that can be done with AI these days.
Yeah.
So yeah, just quickly, so with social media advertising mastery for real estate agents within the Alpha State of Mind together and the agent's blueprint, we're going to create a hub for real estate agents to bolt onto, because what I've found is that a lot of people they've started calling me up going, "Hey, Bori, how can I do this? How can I do that? How can I do Facebook? How can I do YouTube? How can I do Instagram? How can I make a logo?" Well, we're going to have all of that for you in one hub and a one training center that you can just plug in. Whatever you need, you just search it up. You go there, you watch the videos on how to do it, and you'll be able to implement it into your own business. So we're going to try and streamline everything. It's going to be coming soon. It's going to take a while to build, and a lot of content to film, but we are going to provide that for you. So if you are an industry agent who's looking to, excel in your business, you're innovative just like us, I highly recommend you come and join us at the Alpha State of Mind Facebook group page, and then we'll be able to link you up with this training center as well. And it's not just social media, guys. There's going to be things for building your business as well as scripts and dialogues with Marco and auctioneering and all those bits and pieces. So, just the social media is just one aspect to the business. We're going to provide everything that you need to run your business in here, including templates and all those bits and pieces. So I'm not going to go through every single social media thing that I do know at the moment. It's going to be too time consuming. You'll see that in the training hub itself. But I just want to go and talk about why agents should be in the social media space. Again, like I said before, it's pretty much your digital advertising, online cloud-based business, right? So you need a place that people can see you, because regardless of if you like it or not, millions and millions and millions of people are on social media every day. Now, if they don't see you there, then you're pretty much dead in the water. That's my opinions, okay? I think it's very important that you do have some form of social media presence, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, one of the platforms, or all of them if you can. Okay? I think it's very important for real estate agents to have that. So that's the reason why we're harping on to this side of the business. Guys, feel free to jump in anytime you have a question as well. I'm happy to answer anything as well.
No, all good, mate. I mean, I think the big thing, we're seeing the next generational consumer that's coming through, right? And you only have to probably think yourself what your consumer behaviors is like. Like for me, I can't remember the last time I've gone to a retail shop, right? Because Amazon and the convenience of getting things dropped to my door, I don't have to leave home, right?
Yeah,
And the next consumer that's coming through, like let's be honest, the Gen Ys and the baby boomers that used to go down and buy the local paper on a Saturday to check out the real estate section, they're at the different end of the life cycle now, right? So it's how do you, and this is about long-term sustainability, and so that your business is here to thrive in the next generations and decades to come. How do you appeal to those consumers that are engaging more with YouTube and Facebook or TikTok or Instagram of the likes, right? So what we're emphasizing here, folks, is not everyone's like really skilled in this space. We've got expertise and skills where you can leverage us for that exact reason. Because again, we're doing it in our own transactional businesses, and it's just to create sustainability long term. and using these mediums to your benefit outside of traditional norms of just putting something on realestate.com. Because again, we know what's happening with YouTube right now. The powerhouse long form video stuff with YouTube is going to take over. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
I question how long free to air TV will be around in the next 10 years with the way things are going digitally and online with the likes of YouTube. So we
Yeah.
do a lot of YouTube stuff for that reason, short form, long form. You've got a side hustle you're doing yourself with your own little side hustle channel that's got 10,000 subscribers in, a bit under 60 days. So something's working there.
Absolutely. YouTube is definitely, and Google itself, I mean, that's the biggest search engine platform. So, yeah, I think having a digital space or digital profile is very, very important. Now, just quickly with Facebook Mastery, I think it's very important that agents have a Facebook business account. And if you don't have a Facebook business account, you should get one ASAP. Okay. You will learn all the tips and tricks and even how to run your ads through Facebook through our online hub. But just quickly, why I love Facebook is because it's a professional setting, but also there's millions of users on there that you can always talk to as well. Now, just quickly, I've even had people and home sellers contact me through my Facebook digital asset. And the reason why I call it a digital asset is because, let's say, hypothetically speaking, you decide that you're going to leave the current industry you are with today. They can't take away your Facebook. That's
Sorry, mate, you
your
mean
digital asset.
leave the business that you're with,
Yeah,
leaving the
let's
business. So
let's
if an
say you're
agent looks
gonna
to move from one office to the next or changing of brands or networks,
exactly right. They can take
yep,
away your database, right?
yep,
Well,
yep,
except for EXP, we don't take away people's database.
nope,
But but with your digital assets like Facebook, where it's a professional setting where you can contact buyers and sellers, previous clients, and all those bits and pieces, it's always going to be there. You're always going to own it. You can just change the name, change it to whatever business you're working with, and that's the reason why I think it's very important to have a presence because they can't destroy that presence. Okay.
yep. Good point. Great
And we're
point.
going to teach you everything about that in terms of Facebook mastery. Secondly, Instagram growth for agents. Why I like Instagram is because it's Facebook as well. It attaches together. You cross pollinate the post, and there's a lot of agents right now, social genius agents, who are getting listings and sales just straight out of Facebook. Instagram Reels. And it's very, very powerful. Again, billions of users, so you definitely should be on there. And we're going to teach you how to build your Facebook business page from a business point of view. So if you have any questions about that, we'll
Hey,
have all the
hey,
information there as well.
Bori, just a quick question with Facebook and Instagram. What's your understanding? What's the best way or best forms of interaction or videos to the clients? What gets the best hits?
In my opinion, which is very controversial to what other people would say, I always go with long form content. And the reason why I go with the long form content and not the reels and all those bits and pieces, which they are important as well, is because when you come from a professional setting, people want more information. So always go with a long form content that you can repurpose to the shorts. Don't just focus on the shorts or the reels. Okay, do both. But if you're to ask me if you're going to choose one, definitely the long form content.
Yeah, I find, and I'll just add to that, like if I'm selling a property, long form video is the best, absolutely. But I do reels to grab, like immediate impact from the audience. So they go, oh, so the consumer then likes my page and follows my stuff. So I do reels to grab the consumer, I guess. But when I'm
Yeah.
actually like listing and transacting stuff and I've got something to sell, it's long form to really showcase the full product.
I found that Chris showed me this one here, but you do the video for the property itself, and you
Mm.
go through and you do an introduction, show the home itself, and that's not really for the Facebook advertisement as such. It's fantastic and it works for me all the time. Then you put together a text message, you put the video reel into that text message, and you send it out to your prospective purchasers or
Mm.
anyone that's from interstate. And you know what? They have a tour of the house. They have a look at the information. They go to the web page with all the stats on the home, and they get a real understanding of the home before they even start actually making offers for the property. And it makes it really accessible to the purchasers as well.
Absolutely agree with that,
Great
Marco.
point.
And then how many times have we now sold properties directly just from our Facebook videos.
I have
On those
interstate
videos.
buyers. I have interstate buyers that don't actually have to come down anymore because we give that access to them. They just purchase, they get a building and pest inspection, they get the evaluators to come down and evaluate, finances approved, job done. We take over from there into property management. And the constant theme that these purchases come back to us are how seamless their experience was compared to other industry agents.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you don't even need a buyer's agent now with these videos. So they see the whole property itself. I've had so many people go, I like these videos more than those professional videos where you just see the agent pop up and do the intro, outro, and one shot in the kitchen, for example. They want to see what the property looks like. They want to know what they're buying. So I think we embarked into something very special there.
It's important to have alternatives as well. You have your walkthrough, you have your professional video. Take your professional video and crop yourself out and just have the professional video. It's just the walkthrough, just giving your buyers more options. They appreciate it. And if you're able to do it yourself and able to do the editing yourself, even better, because there's many agents that just can't offer that extra bit.
Yeah, yeah. Now, just moving on quickly, we're going to be talking about YouTube domination. And guys, if you are a real estate agent, I cannot harp on enough how important it is to have a YouTube channel. And we're going to be showing you the growth and aspects of YouTube itself. To give you perspective, I've got a little side hustle where I'm doing a little bit of AI content, and I've made a YouTube channel. In just under 30 days, I've managed to get 10,000 subscribers. We're up at over 160,000 views on the channel itself. And that will surely be monetized by June of this year. And I didn't do that because I just did that for fun. I wanted to study the YouTube algorithm, right? And I think it's very important right now. I'm going to give you one key word, all right? And go do research on it by yourself, but research the word evergreen, okay? Now, this is very, very important because what it means is when home buyers or sellers are currently on Google or YouTube, what do they search for? How to sell a property. What's the best way of maximizing my property? You know, what should I ask a real estate agent? You know, these are questions they're going to ask in Google. And remember, Google is attached to YouTube. So what's going to happen if you start creating these content? You're going to rank for them. They're going to see you. Your digital space on YouTube is more powerful than Facebook, which is the reason why I, alongside with everyone in this group today, is migrating to the YouTube space. And I think it's going to be one of the most powerful spaces to grow your business. Is there anything you guys want to add into that?
Look, there's some agents I know of that probably see this watching live that they're not even on Facebook yet, right? So they're like, hey, man, I can't even think about YouTube, let alone Facebook. Just know we're going to break this down from very basics, getting you on Meta, having a business page there, how to do some basic ads and content through to retargeting and lead generation forms. But we've actively, just understand, all of us on screen have actively been on socials for quite some time. You only need to look up any of our names and you'll see what we do, right? And again, don't take it from us. Search us up on Google, search us in YouTube, search us on Facebook, and you'll see we walk this stuff, right? But the next 5 years is where we're already invested in, is going to be this Google and YouTube space. So that's why we're progressing. So it's okay if you're not even at Meta level yet and Insta level yet. It's okay. We'll help you through that. But we're always future planning because the evolution, the tech, and the change in our industry. I mean, man, I remember, Marco, the days when we were selling full page ads, half page ads, quarter page ads in the local messenger paper, right? Where's that now? Gone, right? Now, Meta might not be forever. And the replacement of that could be YouTube and YouTube ads and Google ads and consumers searching you on Google, local real estate agent. Well, if you've got a lot of YouTube content, you're probably going to peer up higher than the next local agent who's doing no YouTube, right? So yeah,
how about this one, Chris? Remember that time we were selling that development, and then we had the developers going, "Oh, you're the guys that are doing the developments."
Yes, yeah.
Alrighty, guys.
I just had something to add to that, guys. Hello.
Hey, Queen.
Bridget.
Hello.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, really good. I've just been to the gym, so again, looking a little bit rough. But it was interesting when I was doing school tours of various schools and how they said that the next generation is coming in learns, and it's basically YouTube videos, everything to do with just doing 5 things at a time. So they'll have YouTube going, they'll have a video going, okay, I don't know how to do that, I'm going to press play and learn. And they basically learn really, really quickly. They're spending most of their time on YouTube. So I definitely think it's a way of the future, and that's the way that real estate's going too. So this is really exciting stuff, and I'm looking to grow a bit more in that space as well. So thank you so much. It's very exciting what you're doing.
It's a great point, mate, and it's so true. Like I found myself stuck trying to fix something the other day, and we're not saying you have to master YouTube, but I'm sure all of us utilize YouTube to go, how do I fix a broken tap, right? And you watch a video and it's like, bing, I know how to do that now. I'm going to give this a crack because it's going to save me $300 and getting the plumber out, right?
Exactly.
It's the same here. Who is the best local real estate agent to me? When a seller Googles that, boom, there you are on all your YouTube content. So it's that next generational consumer that will future-proof our businesses by being invested in that space.
Definitely.
I absolutely love that, Bridget, because it is a new generation thing that they're going to be more in the social media space. And I think when we talk social media, a lot of the older agents are sometimes somewhat scared of it, but don't be scared of it because, it's going to be around anyway, and everyone's learning all the time. Even myself, like I'm always learning every day to try and keep up with what's happening now. There's things that I don't even understand, but the best part about it is that all the information is at your fingertips, so long as you just go and research it, Like, you can just ask ChatGPT to explain something to you these days, and it'll just, boom, right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I absolutely love that.
It's really cool.
And the thing to point out with Gen Z particularly, do you know how much wealth is sitting in that generation? Like this is the Generation Z. There's more multi-millionaires and billionaires in Gen Z than there is any other generation because they've built online businesses, right? So when they do business or look for business or source for people to build partnerships, relationships, or network with, where do you think they're going to go? Online, because that's where they've built their businesses.
Yeah. Agree.
Now, in saying that, we are going to be looking into the TikToks for real estate agents as well.
Cool.
I've already embarked on that myself. I don't really advertise much or do much in that space at the moment because I'm juggling so much balls. And I think the most important thing is to start in one platform and then start migrating to the next. Once you've mastered that one platform, migrate to the next. Don't go having a shotgun approach and going to everything straight away. You will overload yourself, you will confuse yourself, and then when you get confused, you get unmotivated. So just start with, in my opinion, Facebook and move forward to the next stage from there. So when you're ready, or if you want to go straight into it, we will be talking about TikTok. It is a strong platform. There was someone on the news recently, a real estate agent, who sold directly off TikTok, not even on realestate.com. Will this be the future of real estate? Who knows? I can't answer that, but it could be. And I wouldn't be surprised if social media in some way, shape or form will take over that real estate space.
Thank God Donald Trump brought back TikTok.
That's funny. Now, most importantly, Canva mastery for real estate agents. I think you should have some form of basic knowledge of Canva. Going back on what Chris was saying before, there was a real estate agent in some establishment that had to wait, 24 hours or 48 hours just to get a design made up. We're doing that within the span of like 5 seconds, basically. We have templates ready to go. And if you don't like the templates we have, we can show you A to Z how to use Canva to, edit your pretty much anything that you need for your real estate space. Not only that, all right, I just discovered that Canva has its own AI tool. I think it's called Dream Lab, and that was amazing. That was fun to use. So we're going to be embarking on all the AI tools that can bolt into Canva and stuff like that as well. And you'll learn all the ins and outs on how to create content for yourself for your Facebook. I mean, it's good to have a Facebook page, but if you've got posting nothing, then it's pretty useless, isn't it? So we're going to be teaching you how to use Canva through the whole ins and outs of it. And get Canva Pro, guys. It's very, very cheap. Or unless you're with eXp Realty, you get it for free. Just saying.
That's true.
Now, Google Ads. Google owns YouTube. So you might as well learn how to run Google Ads as well. Now, Google Ads is, when people search for a real estate agent, they usually search like the best real estate agent in Paralawi, for example. And then you'll start ranking and you'll see all those agents who are advertising there. We're going to teach you firstly how to build a landing page, a sales funnel. And then from there onwards, we're going to teach you how to attach and do a Google ad to drive traffic to your landing page so that you can firstly get leads for home sellers and also get leads for home buyers. So this is going to be very, very powerful. Again, it's the biggest search engine in the world. I think if you to have even 1% knowledge of how it works is going to be beneficial to you. We're going to teach you everything we know, and hopefully it will benefit your business as well. Now, most importantly, within our group and the Agents Blueprint, we're always going to be innovative and at the forefront of learning new tech. I mean, even for myself, I didn't even know about Gamma. And it blew my mind when Chris showed me Gamma because this is an app that can build a landing page just from a prompt. So imagine you have the idea of what you want, you write it down, and boom, within like 10 seconds, you've got your landing page ready to go. So within our group, we're going to be looking at the best AI tools. And the fact of the matter is that AI will be here. It is already here and it's always going to be improving. So we're always going to be learning what is the best AI tool or anything that's going to be beneficial for your business. We're going to be learning it so you don't have to. Basically, we'll put it into the course, and if you want to bolt onto it and study it for yourself, you can. We'll recommend you the best things for you. And just like I want to say again, like for example, how Chris was like, check out this Gamma app. That blew my mind. That was crazy. And that made me span on to thinking all these other things. So then I went off and I started learning about Leonardo AI, Halo AI. And I started bringing all this back to our business. So, we're just cross-pollinating and sharing ideas all the time. So you don't need to worry about the latest tech that's going to come out. We're going to study it for you and bring it to you and showcase it to you. And
Yeah. And like I'm gonna, in future sessions, we're gonna share, guys, like literally from building it live on sessions like this through to sharing it on our phone with apps on our phone because your mobile device is your tool of the trade that we do 90% of business on here today, right? But like just an example, what you can expect from these sessions, I'm going to be going out to my core farm area and shooting a video about that area, what's popular, local shops, why people are buying, families are coming into that area, etc. A little bit of market facts. Then what I'll do from that video through AI and Gamma app is I'll build a specific landing page that will be dedicated and pull that video through from my YouTube for that area. So that when I do a letterbox drop into that area, find out fun facts about Burton 5110, scan the code, there's already a website that's been built for me by AI within 10 minutes of me just critiquing AI doing 90% of it. So I know agents, they struggle doing ads at the best of time, and it all begins with the content. What content do I have to put out there? This is where we're going to help you build that live on sessions like this from the ground up.
that's awesome, bro. That just sparked my idea. I should do that as well with the Gamma app.
See, I was already been thinking about that. Was in the sauna this morning, mate. I was like,
Yeah.
video area, build the website, get it out there. We'll run ads, Google, YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah.
And now I can do it as a DL drop in my monthly community report as well, which again, we're going to share letterbox drops, the monthly
Yeah.
community report drops that I do in an area. So yeah, so mate, I felt underprepared now. You came with a slide deck, so I just waffled at the beginning as an intro. But thanks, mate. That's awesome. And
How do you think I feel now? I gotta go.
well, no pressure, brother, because you're next, man. You're next. So
Well, he's not in next. He's now. I'm finished. So
it's like we just listened to the Beatles and I'm about to come on.
all right. Well, I'm going to introduce Marco Feligvari right now, my previous mentor in the previous place we were working at together. In terms of scripts and dialogues, just mindset itself, this is the guy that's literally taught me how to, become a better person in general. So, without further ado, Marco Feligvari, take the stage. It's all yours now, mate.
Thanks, Bori. Thanks for the introduction. I really appreciate it. And just very quickly, everyone that's on here, these guys are my brothers. Like I just have to say that these guys are the ones that kind of pulled me out from some really deep, dark kind of places with work and life, and they've supported me over the last few years, and Bori, longer. And so, firstly, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Well, that's what this community is about,
Appreciate it,
brother.
brother.
Helping each other, helping each other
Exactly.
know expectations.
Exactly. So I guess I'll quickly just share my page, and it's probably, like I said, going to be very basic compared to Bori, but I'm going to go
At least
down
you got one.
I'm
At
going to
least
go down
you,
a different pathway, and so I'll get straight into it. Hopefully, we can see that. I'm sure.
we have, mate. Yep,
Yep.
humble
All
beginnings.
right, so just from my beginnings, I'm Hungarian. I'm not sure if you guys know, people that do that will, but Marco Filigrari is definitely not Italian. My parents did give me first name Marco, which is from Marco Polo, because I traveled the world before I was even born. So that's a little bit of an insight into me. But I'm Hungarian. Basically I started off my working career in the trenches of washing dishes as a dishwasher from the age of 14, like a good old Eastern European family. They said, Marco, you wanna make some money, you got to start working. So at the age of 14, I was washing dishes, working hard in the kitchen, getting stabbed, electrocuted, learning how the trade of the old school chef, and then moving into working in the Line Hotel. Very fond memories of being a glassy, and how high can you hold that glass tray, and how many stacks can you put up there? We basically couldn't walk through doorways because we were having competitions on how big it was. And used to be a cocktail bartender, serving up shots, cocktails, and then running nightclubs back in the old Light Square days, where you had Tonic and Savvy and Rise and all that kind of fun stuff. And then moving into fine dining. I got trained by one of the greats of the game, Primo Kaon. He actually started the first Italian restaurant here in Adelaide in 1960, Mr. Primo Kaon, my mentor. And I guess the reason for you'll see the story, because I had a lot of mentors growing up in fine dining. I became a sommelier, cellar master, running restaurants, nightclubs, pubs, and that really kind of helped with a lot of responsibility, a lot of looking after staff, a lot of planning, processes, procedures. How does all the mechanics work behind everything that's kind of cruising around in your world? And I got very used to learning controlled chaos very quickly, which is what real estate
Feel like
is.
real estate. Yeah.
So,
Makes sense. Natural
so
progression.
but one of my favorite things was in the hospitality game. I used to be a maitre d' at one of the top restaurants, and literally, as the people used to come through, the first 5 seconds, I look them up and down. I go, you know what? I already know what's going on here. And then I walk them to the table. By that time, I had some scripts and dialogues. I already knew what was kind of forming the shape of what the experience they wanted. And then just a few interesting questions. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the restaurant. Are we here to celebrate? Are we here to enjoy? Are we just here to have an intimate time? And by that time, I already knew what kind of experience they wanted to have, and I was the person that was going to create that for them, and that was very powerful for me. I love that. I love that
That's
so
great.
much. And so from there onwards, yes, I had scripts and dialogues, and yes, I know how to kind of move people around, but it was for their benefit, not for mine. And there's so many times in hospitality where I had, we've been to Italy, we've been here, we've been there. But Marco, this is the best experience I've ever had. I never knew I could eat and drink like this before. And that really always, it still gives me chills up my spine, you know?
We can
And
feel it,
so
mate.
and so I guess moving into the real estate side of things, I from there went to working for the evil Imperial Tobacco Company of the world. So I used to look after the Shahins. I used to be a territory manager for Smoke Marts and the Shahins. Used to look after about 190 stores, and I learned a lot about looking after those people. And also then went into business development manager for a wine company as well. So I went from they were selling for about 10 cases a month to me selling about 250 cases a month, being able to implement a lot of things like strategy, from independence to full large scale models as well, like bottle shops and cellars and stuff like that. And then after a while, I had kids and got married and said, I need to be a bit more responsible and stop drinking so much. And so basically, I started my world in real estate, which was a house and land package. I took a real punt and started a world in house and land packages. And I can tell you what, real estate's hard. House and land packages are brutal. For builders and house and land and selling house and land packages, absolutely brutal. So I learned pretty much the brutality of real estate through there. And then from there onwards, I got picked up by a brand company. When I started there, it was literally like the old school thing, man. Like you have to pick up the phone and dial. They give you a stack of papers, full of numbers. They're old school numbers, and you just have to 8 hours a day, just call, 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 call. And if you didn't make enough appraisals, you didn't have enough listings by the end of, say, 3 months, you get fired. No, no training.
Brutal.
No, nothing like that. And that's I guess I'm not saying that, the model that I was with is wrong. I'm just saying that was the model for most real estate companies, 10 years ago. It's you pick up the phone, you lock on doors, you get out there, otherwise you get fired. And that's as simple as that. And that's I guess that's where my real estate skills and training got forged in fire. Okay. And
Love
that's what I'm going to be kind of tying this all up at the end is what I'm bringing to the party. Now, from there, I moved into another brand company, became a principal, and really learnt a lot about the mechanics of business, taxation, corporate. I also learned a lot about the legals of all that kind of stuff. As some people may know who I am, there's a lot of legal stuff that I learnt about all that kind of stuff. And also just about how to do things in real estate, which really kind of forged, again, myself in fire on what I'm about to give to you. So what I'm going to bring to everyone that's going to join, and please be understanding that, you are going to be coming and spending an hour with us each and every Friday. And the greatest commodity that we have is time. So you're going to spend time with me, and I'm going to give you something back. And that's going to be, I'm all about mechanics. I'm all about process. I'm all about, if you have a missing puzzle in your business in terms of mechanics, processes, scripts, and dialogues, I want to plug into that business, and I want to try to see if I can kind of put that puzzle piece together for you to make it flow. I have got marketing collateral. I have got, like Boria said, Canvas stuff that we can work on. I've got scripts and dialogues. You can call me up any time of the week and you have an issue with, a client or a buyer or a vendor. We can role play. I'm here to do that. And that's what I'm going to be doing on a Friday as well. We're also going to be talking about certain things. Like I love my Excel spreadsheets, but also Trello boards, workflows, stuff like that. And then finally, for me, the other big one is going to be also mental health. I'm going to get real raw with you guys right now, and I'm going to be very open. I've had lots of mental health challenges in my life. I've had a very colorful life, And what I always like to say when I'm at the deepest and my darkest is that the more you stretch that rubber band, the more resistance and more you can take. And that's what I'm here to give you some understanding. When things are not looking so great, come talk to me. I'm here to help. And mental health is definitely one of your cornerstones in your business, because when you're getting pushback, when you're getting saying that you're not good enough, you're losing the listings, how do you bounce back? And that's a big question that each and every single real estate agent has to have a chat. The roller coaster of real estate, you get a listing during the day, you lose one during the night, you lose a contract, and then all of a sudden you flatline, and then you go, you know what, I'm done. So how do you kind of help yourself through exercise, through mindset training? And that's what I'll be bringing to the party as well.
Can I just add that's very important because we don't really talk about that, do we? Because
No.
it is such an emotional roller coaster. Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, I've had times when I've called you, Marco, and I'm like, Marco, I can't deal with this, man. I'm so annoyed. This is the situation I'm in. Can you help me through it? And you just walk me through it. It's, that's very important. I like that.
And sometimes I come down and give you a little hug as well.
Oh yeah, that's the most important.
So my vision, and I thought about, when I got invited by Chris and Bori to start this kind of group, this collaboration, what is my vision for everyone that's going to be coming here? And I want it to be collaborative. I want to let's strip all the real estate BS, and I'm with that banner, I'm this banner here. I want to let's all when we come to this place, this platform, let's strip all that back and let's just go, you know what? I'm just a human being. You're just a human being. And we both love what we do. So let's talk real. I want to be real with all of you. Okay. And I want you to be real with me, because if you're not, you're wasting my time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I want to be real. I want to be collaborative. It's for all agents that want to, like, yes, we've got all our different politics that we have, but we come here and we talk about what we're feeling, what we're hearing, how can we help each other? And then we gain freedom from all the other stuff. We come together and we give you all the information, like Bori was saying. I'm going to give you heaps of info. We're going to start up a training lab. I love training. Mentorship is one of my favorite things. So we're going to put together a lovely training lab, marketing stuff. And then finally, within this group, I want you to find your tribe that you can lean on. Outside of your friends, your family, your principals, whatever it might be, I want to be this group where we can just lean on each other, find your tribe, and make your life a little bit better and make yourself successful. Now, just very quickly before I go, when I first met Bori, and this is what I want for this group, when I first met Bori, I said, Bori, if you give me your time and you give me your effort and you give me your love, I'll give back to you in return my knowledge, my power, my understanding. And if you do that, I can guarantee you're going to be happy, healthy, and wise. And now Mr. Bori's son is a very happy, healthy, and wise gentleman. And all I want in return is your success.
Wow.
Finally, if we like I mentioned just before, I'm going to be starting a training lab with Chris and Bori and anyone else that wants to be a part of it. I am extremely structured. I have heard so much from agents that, that I'm walking in the darkness, I'm in the wilderness, I've got no idea what I'm doing. Where do I start? What do I do? My support network that I'm currently in with the principals or whatever flag that you fly, I'm not giving you the support because unfortunately, in this real estate marketplace, when you go to a company or you go to a certain, you're only as good as the support that you're given at that place. And what I want to give in this group here is about come to a certain place where, you know what, we are giving this stuff for you for free, nothing in return. We just want to make you happy, healthy, and succeed for your family. And that's what we're going to be putting together in this group. Okay, we'll be giving you marketing context, scripts, and dialogues in this training library. And if you just rock up every day at 10 a.m. On Friday at 10 a.m., we're here, we're open, and no matter what question that you've got, we'll treat it with kindness and caringness. That's it, guys. That's me.
Boom.
That's beautiful.
That mental health one, mate, gave me goosebumps because it's probably the most underspoken factor of what we do in business and in life. But
Absolutely.
we all have a story, don't we, mate? And I think it's really important that we approach that subject matter head on, to be honest with you, because I know there's agents out there that are suffering in silence right now.
You can't succeed. You can't succeed, as they say. You cannot succeed by yourself. You need to have a tribe around you. I have a fantastic story that I always put in through my head. The happiest tribe in the world they found was in Africa. And so what happened was that if any tribes member, because they all work together as a tribe, if any tribes member is inside their hut, they're not feeling well, they're sick, every single person in that tribe goes to their hut. If they're feeling mentally down or physically down, they will not leave that hut until that person's back in that tribe. And that's what I'm talking about in terms of mental health here, is that, each and every single agent works in real estate and during the day, you're isolated. You're taking hand grenades in trenches, you're going left, right, and center. People are saying no to you, yes, and they're really not nice to you. How do you kind of overcome that? It's with a tribe that you can call upon and say, hey, look, I'm struggling, give us a hand.
Awesome, brother. All right, we're coming up to the hour. We've got 9 minutes, and we like to keep these sessions to about an hour because they're impactful, meaningful. Let's get in, let's roll the sleeves up, let's get the work done, and let's get out and replicate and implement. So, Mr. Lawson, part of the Alpha State of Mind, you've got a colourful background too, mate. I know your history as I do Marco's, but tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're looking forward to bringing to these sessions each Friday.
Yeah, well, look, my background is the media industry. So I worked in radio, and it's incredible to think because I started when I was 8, but it was around 37 years, which is an outrageous number. I can't believe it. Yeah, and then later on in that career, it went to television. So I I started a video production company, and I had no idea how to do it. And my first client was what was it? SA Super was the big super company here, and I was like, how did I get this? So I realized that that video was not as difficult as what I think people think it is, because I dived in, no idea. And so I think what I want to bring to the table is the things that you see on social media, the video production, the audio production, and all the other little tiny bits and pieces aren't as difficult as you might think they are. You might be like, oh, I'm not techie, or it's like I can't program my VCR, but the truth is that it's actually quite simple. So for this group, I'm going to teach people how to make very basic promos for their real estate videos. My background is in promo production. My role has been the launch of the Kyle and Jackie O show. It was Fifi and Jules. I did some Hamish and
Couple
Andy.
big shows, couple big names right there.
Yeah.
Must be doing something right in production.
My background is radio networks. I was like launch teams for radio networks. The last one I did was the Hit Network. And what I want to show people is all those buttons and things that you have to import, and all the complications that you might have with these particular programs aren't as complicated as you think. All you need to know is the basics, and you can do very well on the basics. So I'm really looking forward to teaching people how to make cool promos and just little tricks, and the things that you think are so difficult. How did they do that? It's like not complicated.
Give us a run, Stratco Steel. Here we go.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I'm
Some-
still in the radio. You'll hear me on Stratco. I'm that annoying voice. It doesn't
Come on,
sound
mate.
like
Give us a little, because for those in South Australia, Adelaide know Stratco. If you've ever heard the advertisements on the radio, this is the guy. This is the voice. So come on, mate. Give us a quick 10 second.
I laugh when I do a voice session. So I'm going to give you one like, get into Stratco now for great deals.
Yo, it sounds sick.
That is awesome.
So, so,
That's
so yeah,
great.
look forward to bringing those things. Because once you know them, as Buri said at the start, instead of waiting a day to get like some asset back, maybe it be like a design, you can sit there at night. Your kids are in bed, you're watching a bit of telly or whatever the hell you're doing, and you can sit on your phone and you can build it, and you can do some amazing things.
That's brilliant, mate. Well, we're just about up on the hour. So, folks, we haven't dived straight into training today, right? We've just given you an overview. We want you to understand who we are, what our purpose, what our mission statement is, and what our intent is to help all industry agents. So if you're watching the replay and this connects with you, jump into our Facebook group community, the Alpha State of Mind. If you know of somebody that's struggling, irrespective of the brand or office or network they're in, share this stuff with them, because from next Friday, we're actually going to get into the nitty gritty. And what we promise to bring is authenticity, and we're going to keep it real and raw, because as you can see from the four of us as part of the Alpha State of Mind, we're all a little bit indifferently quirky and in our own little ways. We all bring different skill sets and expertise to the table. But most importantly, we today just wanted you to get a real feel and sense of who we are as individuals, as part of this community. We're humans on the ground. We're transactional agents. But we promise to keep it real with you in these Friday sessions. So, lads, is there anything more we want to wrap up before we wrap up this introductory session into the Agents Weekly Blueprint every Friday morning, 10 a.m. ACD time? Anything else you guys want to chuck in?
I think one big thing for me is that anything that we talk about, or if you are reaching out, is going to stay behind closed doors. We're going to keep this just for us, and it's not going to get anywhere else. And that's the rules I think we need to have.
The rules of engagement.
Exactly.
We have rules of engagement. Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll be dropping the Facebook link somewhere in the comments or something like that. It's just not letting me share it at the moment. I just got to do a few admin things, and I'll be able to share it. So yeah, jump on board, join us. Doesn't matter what flag you fly. We're really interested in helping you build your business as well.
Awesome. All right, legends. Thanks for your time. Touching, inspiring, motivational, but real, authentic. And that's what this community is about. So if you've got any questions, DM us, hit us up in the comments, or just jump into the community group, Alpha State of Mind, and we'll be sure to help you there. Again, just a friendly reminder, it is a group of positivity. Anybody who is constructive, slandering someone, putting someone down, you will be removed straight away. We are all about good energy. Trying to help everyone with good intentions in business and in life. So thanks for joining us on this Friday weekly Agent Blueprint as part of the Alpha State of Mind. We'll see you legends next Friday. It's bye for now. Cheers.